Hello there. It's dark, it's cold, it's miserable, so what do? You go for a wild camp. I better pedal on because I'm very late and I'm probably going to have to find somewhere at a new spot in the dark, which isn't ideal. Getting very dark. Bit close. Bit close. I had planned to turn up a little bit earlier than this. Never mind. A bit of a way to go yet, and it's getting a bit dark, so I've got to try and find a spot to pitch up in yet. The sun has gone, pretty much. I'm planning to camp somewhere on the top of there, but I need to scramble up there and see what's going on. I haven't actually been here before, so I'm hoping there's going to be somewhere to camp. Not been here before, so I'm just having a little walk around trying to find a good spot because it's very windy at the top here. I think I might be able to do a bit of cooking there, and then I bought a poncho. I'll probably be able to rig that up. There's a bit of a windbreak. I'm trying to find a bit of a hollow to get out the wind a bit. This is looking quite good. Right then, there's been a lot of faffing going on. I think it's because it's a new spot. Trying to find somewhere flat to camp. It's very windy, it's very cold, dark, lots of other excuses. So, I've set my bivvy up. I'll show you that in the morning because it's a bit dark. I'm going to have my tea. I'm going to do an ale watch because I need a beer. And there's a lot of geese down there. Right, I think I might set up. I bought my poncho to hide my bike up in the night, but I think I might use it as a windbreak. Right, I'll set that up. Right, I've made a windbreak. I've been scratching around with the smallest bit of paracord, trying to tie it up. Then, what did I find in the bottom of my bag? About 14 miles, don't know why 14 miles, 15 miles of paracord. Okay, so with the magic of YouTube, it's probably been a few minutes for you, but it's been bloody ages for me. I think it's time to do an ale watch. So, in with an ale watch. Tonight I will be drinking Brewdog Shore Leave. I've got another Brewdog Shore Leave, and then I've got a Moon Gazer. Is that better? Caramel Stout. It's only a 4.5%, but that will be very nice. No, they haven't caught me tonight. Behind windbreak, not too bad down here. Could have set that up a little bit better. Probably might even do that. I'm just looking. It would make a good little sleeping area behind here, but it's not very flat. I don't really want to roll all the way down there. It's quite a long drop. venison. Ha 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 ha. Burger 1 completed. I've just come away from the tarp. Well, it's very cold out here. I just checked, it's down to 6 degrees and dropping. I've come out to do the walkabout. Still lots of traffic on the road. I'm going to go out to the edge of this hill here. It drops away rather. Usual old thing. I can see a torch in the distance, but good thing is if I turn my light off, I can see them coming and hopefully they can't see me. So we'll see how that goes. Right, let's have a little walk about. There's a rather large drop down there. It goes a bit dark, I don't know whether you can see that. I'm not going to go too much further. Basically the king lives over there. I would like to have brought my drone here, but the king doesn't like drones going up in his garden, so I'm not going to attempt that one. I probably should have left the light on at camp really, so I could find the way back, but that'd be rather sensible. Right, what have we got here? There's a gate to go in, although it's locked. I don't think I'll go in there anyway. I wonder if that's like a water catching thingy. There's a wind catching thingy. And there's some other thingy over here. There's barbed wire on here because there's some cows roam around in here. Little weather update for you. Down to 5 degrees now. I'm going to get back to camp because it's bloody cold. Might go back this way and see if I can see over the edge. Whew, safely back at camp. There's my Bivvi bag. Hole there. It's a Rab Ridge Raider. It's the original one with only one pole, not at the other end. Although it has blown up rather because my sleeping bag fills up a lot of that. There's a bicycle there. It is mine. Just made a little change to the tarp and now the cooker's flying, so that's good. I won't have to use as much gas because I'm not too sure on how much I've got in this can. I've gone back onto cooking my gas a bit. Didn't bring my tarp, I didn't think I'd need it, but I did bring my poncho really to cover my bike up when I go to sleep. Not that anyone's really going to see it, but if I hadn't have bought this poncho to rig up here as a tarp, I think I'd have been knackered tonight because it's so windy. It'd have killed my gas trying to cook and it'd have been really cold here. I think I'd have had to got into my Bivvi before now. It's down to 4 degrees, so I'm going to stick it out as long as I can. I have bought my jungle blanket so I can wrap that round. Although I think when I've done cooking, I'm going to back up under the poncho. It's getting rather cold out here and it's very windy as well. I estimate 80 to 110 mile winds, I guess. Ten to 7. Bit early for bed, isn't it? What shall I do now? Maybe put a bit of Wildcamp TV on. Right, I'll fire it up. Only one channel on my telly, but I've seen worse. Hello there, me again. Perhaps don't need that on. I can use my light that I have hanging up in the tree. Out on a camp. This could potentially be the last camp of 2025. Yeah, looking back on this year, done quite a few camps, quite a few solo, because as you've probably noticed, Jay hasn't been out so much recently. He's off doing all his things in his van. Good on him, I say. We will meet again. We haven't had a falling out. Not divorced as yet. That's a joke. I have a lovely wife sitting at home in the warm, where it's where I should be. Anyway, back on track. Yep, done some good camps this year. Thanks for watching. I'm having a lovely stout. Hopefully you're having a drink with me. Quite a few plans for next year. We'll see if they happen. I always threaten new plans, but don't always put them into fruition. So I'm going to get back to my camp. It's currently 4 degrees. I love telling you what the time is. And it's a bit blowy. Bloody hell. Listen to that. It's about 7:20, so I don't really want to go to bed yet. I'm going to sit it out a bit longer. I could potentially eat again. I like to have something warm in my stomach before I turn in. Yes. You see, when I do this and the camera goes off, I'm still sitting here. It'll cut to a new scene, but I'm still sitting here. With the magic of YouTube, you won't have to wait. I'll show you tomorrow. Oh, got double hood up, trying to keep warm. 5 degrees, not very warm here. Up on a hill in very windy conditions. Right, I'll show you tomorrow. It's like a bog, so it's very low lying, probably below sea level. I'm up on this bank here, but you can hear the wind blowing from one end of it. You can hear it coming, and then it whooshes out the other end, and I'm sort of trapped in the middle. I think I'm going to finish my drink off, which is cold, and then I'm going to eat again and go into my bivvy bag. Hopefully, being a bit low lying, it might be out of the wind, and JB might get a little bit of sleep tonight. In here, I have one of those boil-up bag jobby things. I think it's a beef stew with barley. So if my wife ate that, that'd be her lot. She's a celiac. I think I'm going to tear the poncho tarp down and then sit and eat my food. I don't really want to do it the other way round. I don't want to sit there and get cold after eating. Then I can get straight into the... Oh, bloody hell's blowing again. Then I can get straight into the bivvy and hold some of my heat in. So right, I'm going to tear this bad boy down. I need to sort out the untieable knots. That's the first job. It might be a knife job. I'm in my hoop bivvy, sort of sitting out the door sort of thing. I've just remembered how much I like sleeping in my tent. Not too sure why I'm in this. I did say something about getting back to basics because I was getting a bit comfortable in a tent, but yes. This is looking down the bivvy. There's my feet. It looks very damp on there. Damp or frost, one or the other. Right, I'm gonna eat my boil in a bag jobby, sitting in my bivvy. God, that wind's cutting across here. I think I'll eat it quick and get in. Coming to you from inside bivvy. I had hope it might be a little bit out of the wind here, but it's not. I'll see you in the morning. Hopefully, having a lovely breakfast. Morning. I think I survived the night. It was a very, very, very windy night. Lots of broken sleep. I've put the tarp up again, tarp poncho doodah thing, bit of protection, and I'm going to get a cup of tea and hopefully that'll bring me back to life. Cup of tea on. A good thing with being up on here is you've got a good vantage point to see if there's any walkers coming, because this is quite an area for walkers. I'll spin you around, you can have a look. So potentially I'd see them coming from right over there and round that bend. So then I'd have probably 5 minutes to scarper, but hopefully it won't come to that. I'm gonna get breakfast on and then I'm gonna pedal out, I think. There's the, oh, that's the poncho. Nice bit of camo. This is the Rab Ridge Raider. It's a hooped bivvy. I did think about coming out to do a full-on bivvy camp today, last night even. I'm glad I didn't. That would have been terrible. With the hoop there, you do have a bit of room at the head end. Yeah, I think a bivvy bag would have been pack up and ship out last night. It's bloody awful. This is the area. Right, I'm going to get back into shelter. It's a bit fresh. This is the seating, eating, cooking area. I got pretty lucky last night finding this. It's a good little spot to put the poncho tarp up, and I was nicely sheltered there. I don't know how the hell I managed that in the dark, but there you go. Right, I'm going to get some breakfast on. Cup of tea has been drunk. I've broken down, I've seen both sets of laces seems to be undone. I've broken down the bivvy and most of my gear. I've taken a coat off because I've warmed up. I'm now going to get on with a substantial breakfast. Just laying low, there's a walker going past. I've nearly packed everything away. I just need to get the poncho tarp packed, and then I think I can head off, assuming that there's no walkers down the bottom. I have some friends. I also have some bovine friends. Wrong way. Don't know where they came from. Just appeared this morning. Very cold, very windy up on here. Seems to be a lot of runners coming through. Not sure why you'd want to run and not bike, but there you go. I've just had a good old check around. Oh god, the cows are closing in. There's nothing left behind. Nothing left behind. Good little spot. Shame it isn't flat there. I would have camped there. Round to the camping area. Shame it wasn't a level pitch. I was rolling off all night, but there you are. Nothing left behind there apart from a bit of flat, dead bracken. Right. Get a twirl in now, because I might not be bothered to do one later. I think I've got a full-on blockhead wind back to the van, which will be enjoyable. Right, let's get all bases covered. That's quite a good one. Right then, I'm going to get back to the van. I don't know whether I trust this one. He's scoping me out, I think. This one's trying to flank me. Unless he's going to go and flank that one. Very cold. Right, I'm pedalling back to the van, trying to not get run over. Now I'm off the main road. Thanks for watching. Oh, this could be it before Christmas, so have a bloody good one. Have a good New Year's Eve, and I'll see you in 2026. Goodbye.